Hey guys, it's April. I had a request to show how to make the cascading card, and I apologize that it took longer than I thought it was going to take, but somehow or another either I can't find it or I accidentally deleted my cascading card base and I had to totally recreate a new one. So that's what took so much longer, and I've got it done now, so we are just going to put this card together from there. As you can see, I did some test cutting too as I was going, so some pieces worked, some I had to recut, but we finally made it. So I've cut my butterflies out of a light blush pink, and then my base I've cut out, I believe this is basil cardstock, probably an 80-pound. It's not the 110. You don't need it, and some people don't even use the base, but that's totally up to you. And I also cut my panel. I did not put a sentiment on the inside of this one. I just created it from my new base that I created. So I am going to go ahead and line up my panel on here. I've already folded it in half, and you guys have all these pieces that I'm using. So that base is basically ready to go once we have the card. If you want to do a sentiment in yours, do it before you cut, of course. I'm going to set those to the side. I'm going to be using some Nuvo drops. And these, let me see if I can get it to focus in on there. These are Nuvo drops from Tonic. I get them at scrapbook.com. There's a link down below. You can get them at Blitsy, Amazon. There's links below for that. This is the dusty rose color that I'm using today. And then I have a frame, and of course before you cut this, you can either not put anything on it and stamp it, so you can stamp happy birthday just because, whatever, or you can have your sentiment written on there before you cut that as well. The main pieces of that cascading, you're going to have two pieces in there. One goes to the small end to the right and the small end to the left. There are panels in there. If you cut from like a solid paper, you're going to need 2 sets of panels per side. So they are in there. If you're cutting from something that's patterned on one side and white on the other, you're only going to need 1 set per card or panel. So you're either going to be cutting 0, 2 sets, or 4 sets. So, but they're in there. And I chose to cut mine out of a double-sided cardstock, so I don't need any panels. Now I could add panels if I wanted to, but this paper's really pretty, and I don't see a need for it. This is the, and I don't know if it's still available, guys. I bought a big pack of this. This is the Madeleine Elegance from Bo Bunny, and it has the roses on one side and the damask, I guess distressed damask on the back. And you can see there's some writing in here. Kind of looks sort of French. I guess that's why I like it. I don't know why, I'm just kind of drawn to that. So you have these in your file, and it doesn't matter which way you do these, really. It's totally up to you, however you want your card to be. And I'm going to want it this color in the front, so I'm going to fold this one that has the small end to the left, mountain, and then valley, okay, on the 2 score lines. Whatever you do for that one, you do opposite for the other one. So it would be, well, actually, it's the same because I flipped them. That's right. If they weren't flipped, then they were different. But you're just going to fold them same way, whichever way you want. Now, if you wanted that to be your main front, then you would fold it the other way. Doesn't matter. You can do it either way you want. Then you're going to start, and you'll notice the cut lines, one at the top, one at the bottom, and you're just going to fish those together. Okay. you're also going to do, and before you push this second one all the way down, go ahead and line up your last one. So then you have something that looks, I'm gonna make sure they're fished all the way down, guys. There we go. And then you're just going to flatten it. Just like that. Okay? Now, if I did this the other way, folded it the other way, then you would see more of the cream color, and then this would be a band there. But because I have the cream background on this, I wanted the roses to be more prominent. So you, at this step, you can do it however you like. But I'm just going to, just on one side here, you don't need to use a ton of glue. Don't get in your mechanism there. I'm just going to, line that up towards the bottom because I want to leave enough room for my sentiment. And it's okay if it overlaps. I'm good with that. Actually, I wish I'd have come down a little bit further, but I'm going to live with it. So if you're using the file exactly as I am, I would make this a little bit smaller, I believe. But it's okay. I'm just going to get some glue, and I'm using Art Glitter glue. You can get this from artglitter.com. They do sell. They do not ship when it's freezing weather because this glue will freeze. It does dry matte. It dries clear. And that's a good thing because I usually always get it on something like that right there while I'm putting my card together. As a matter of fact, I may let that just pop up just a little bit high. Won't hurt anything. And I'm just going to tap that down. And I will adjust the file so that that's a little bit smaller for you guys. It needs to be a little tiny bit smaller, but I'm okay with it hanging off the edge. So now we have our accordion card, and you can put your sentiments on the inside there as well as here. And then you're just going to place your butterflies on this card wherever you feel they may be needed. And I may adjust the size of these guys. I have not tested these yet. Some of them may be too large. I don't know. Just depends on where you want them. I'm just a little bit on the tail right there. Bring that in. As a matter of fact, I forgot to slice it out of this file. I didn't like the way that that stuck out there. So I was going to just trim it off and curve it, and I didn't. So I will fix that butterfly for you guys. All my butterflies are going to look wonky, but that's okay. I just didn't like that sharp point. And if you're going to put this in an envelope, make sure that you put your butterflies in accordingly so that they are in the right spots. And I don't like the big ones. I do like that medium. I may change the size of those for you too. Of course, you can always size them whatever you want. Pretty quick, simple card to put together. It's going to take you more time if you have panels, of course, because you're going to have to put all those little panels on. I'll use small ones for the rest of this. I'm just placing them on different areas. We don't. There, I was able to figure out and adjust that brightness just a little bit. It was really bad. It was bad for me. I hope that I don't have it too dark for you guys now. Hopefully, so that you can see. And you can put a sentiment stamp something down here if you want to, guys. Sky's the limit, really, on this card. You just don't want to get into those cuts and folds. Let's put this little guy here. Yeah. One here. Like gluing to the back of that. You don't want to glue back there. Just make sure, be mindful and stay above your lines. Okay, I'm not going to use those two. I think that's plenty. How cute is that? And then I'm just going to finish this up with some Nuvo drops, and of course I won't be able to move it for about a half an hour. Just going to hold that tag there. I'm just going to put a few. And you can use rhinestones or pearls, whatever you have. I may have to do this in two. I don't know, maybe I can get it. As long as I don't press it down so that it gets into that other butterfly. Get a couple on here. And now there's a butterfly there. Oh, there he is. And there you have it, guys. That is your accordion cascade card. And you can change out these butterflies, use flowers, use whatever you want for your theme. Pretty card. And let's see your designs. Please make this card and post what you did online for me. You have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Monday on the next live.